Let's let God be God. So today we're going to talk about the folly of kind of self-deification. And many people do it a lot more than you think, including ourselves. All right. So one of the most dangerous temptations in the human heart, and it's in every human heart, is to take the place of God. That's our nature. It's the oldest lie in the book. In Genesis, Satan told Eve, "You will be like God," right? And ever since, humanity, it's believed that lie. We want control. We want autonomy. We want to be the final say, the final authority in our lives. But listen very closely to what I'm going to tell you today. You make a terrible God. I make a terrible God. You're limited, you're sinful, you're weak, you're temporary, and so am I. And yet, people every day they try to deify themselves by following their own truth. They create their own morality. They create their own rules. They ignore the word of God. And in doing so, they don't just reject God, they actually replace him with themselves. And so in Romans 1, we're told people exchanged the truth of God for a lie, and they worshiped and served the creature rather than the creator. It's idolatry at its finest. And when you set yourself up as your own God, you end up with exactly what you asked for. And that's going to be confusion, that's going to be emptiness, and eventually destruction. So we're warned in Proverbs 14. He says, "There is a way that seems right into a man, but the end of the way is death." So listen, when you try to be your own God, you carry a burden you were never meant to carry. You become enslaved to your desires, to your emotions, and to your circumstances. You have no anchor, you have no authority, and you have no peace. But when God is your God, and this is how you have your life set up, when you bow the knee to his authority and you surrender to his will and you obey his word, you experience clarity, you experience peace, you experience joy. And in Psalms 100, it tells us, "Know that the Lord, he is God, he who made us and not we ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture." So you weren't made to be your own shepherd. You were made to follow the shepherd, Jesus Christ. He lays down his life for his sheep. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our soul. So stop climbing onto the throne of your own life. Get off the altar of this self-worship and let's bow before the one true God. Because when he is the God of your life, you find what your heart was truly made for. And that's going to be truth. That's going to be joy. And that is going to be eternal purpose. All right. So I hope you got value out of this today. Love and appreciate you watching. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you back soon. Bye.